the truth he won't speak, scared to give it a name. No escape from this coast, just the waves and the grind. White trash Riviera where they're losing their damn minds. Casamigos, me and two freak hoes, I hit them both like free throws, hiding what they know. Pour it down, let it flow. White trash Riviera where the truth don't show. Casamigos, me and two freak hoes, I hit them both like free throws, but nobody really knows. Bottles crack, here we go. White trash Riviera, stuck in the undertow. Jim Subaru.
Ooh, buddy, but it's always the same. Playing with the boys. Playing with the boys. Appetites and sunsets. It's just a ploy. I'm playing with a boy. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Children scream and people scream. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. My name is Jack the Pumpkin King. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Sports Mass Collective, episode 130. Who gives a shit? 133 to be exact. NFL Week 9. NFL Week 9. It's All Hallows Eve, All Halloween. Unbelievable what's happening out here. The best sports show in the history of the universe. They're watching it right now on the Spaceship 3i Atlas. Look it up. They're watching it universe-wide. Many people calling it the greatest sports show ever put together. What a mix of sheer talent, not only on the microphone, but also athletic talent here. Former All-American athlete. Also just a little bit of humor mixed in here and there, folks. We'll have a couple laughs, but we'll mostly tell the great and deep truths of the sporting world here on Sports Mass Collective. It's Halloween, October 31st, the year of our Lord and Savior, 2025. And of course, a Halloween on a Friday. The slots will be out tonight, boys and girls, if you're into that thing. Oh, the women love to dress up on Halloween, folks. It's truly unbelievable what happens out there on Halloween night. Frankly, it's embarrassing as a soon-to-be 40-year-old seeing women degrade themselves. Really disgusting. As you know, I'm a devout Christian. Of course, that's a lie. Nothing I've ever said. Everything I've ever said is true, and I've also never said anything I've ever meant. So you got to live in mystery. It keeps it interesting. It keeps it fun. You know the deal. We'll have obviously a wonderful Halloween outfit I'm wearing right now for sports. Also, of course, an homage to my dear friend and dead co-host Ski Mask Forever. Do the Sammy Sosa. Remember Sammy Sosa before he turned? I think Sammy Sosa's black again. Jamie, look that up. Is Sammy Sosa black again? He was white for a bit, but black is back, folks. Um, we'll have a special guest coming in to do the picks in a bit. If nothing else, I sent the link to a hodgepodge of who gives a hoot. So we'll see if we can get any callers along the way. But, this is a real show, unlike all this other slop that's being served to you all over the place. Just a man and a microphone with a computer from 1842 that can barely turn on. It's like turning on the NASA computers in 1920 because Vinny Cash is too much of a coward to buy me a new computer. He did send me this microphone, but, that's a drop in the bucket for a baller like him. You may have seen me on the Garrett and Steve show yesterday, as well as the In Hot Water football show last night. Your boys, I'm trying my best. And if you're on the Patreon, you saw just before we started a little video was uploaded for a measly $3. Just a quickie. No sunglasses on the Patreon. Just a little quickie I put up there to say hi. Didn't forget, Daddy's been busy in the real world, but there's more content coming, especially as we enter the bleak fall and winter months where there's nothing to do but create content. And it is a classic Halloween day out here in the Northeast, at least. A blustery fall day, just like Winnie the Pooh. I'm going to go out like Winnie the Pooh tonight. I'm going to put on a shirt and not wear pants and eat honey and get arrested. Oh, anywho, yes, the business. Patreon.com/Ski Mask Media. For $3 a month, you can support a poor boy. Maybe I'll eventually be able to afford a computer if enough people come on. Also, cut out the middleman. The Venmo and the PayPal's on the bottom of the screen here. And, of course, as always, if you'd like to interact with the show, all super chats get read. The only way to guarantee your message will be read is to super chat. It's all on the bottom of the screen right here. Right fucking here. Read the fucking words on the screen. God damn it. I still only got one Venmo for my magnificent performance at Bisconti Studios. I still only got a paltry $10 from Aaron. Thank you to Aaron. So I'm expecting a load more today, folks. And at least I'm honest. I just do one or two shows a week, an hour each. It's like a diamond. You get diamonds here. All these other networks, there's a lot of copper and stainless steel. It's just 4-hour shows, 9 days a week. Here you get it boiled down. The pressure, everybody's dying around me, and the pressure bust pipes, but also makes diamonds. And this is diamond level podcasting you get here, folks. Quality over quantity here at Ski Mask Media. As me and Ski Mask always agreed, we'll never do a show if there's nothing to talk about. But plenty to talk about in sports, folks. We're halfway through the NFL season, but we'll get to that in a second. First things first comes real life. Of course, as we like to start most of these shows, I'd like to tell you my what homos will call WOD. Also, what normal people will just say the full words, workout of the day. Today, I was a little strapped on time. So we're at about an hour and a half to work out. 30-minute Peloton ride. Just a little 30-minute 80s pop ride. No big deal. And then we did a kettlebell circuit. 5 low swings, 5 high swings. Then we did 10 push-ups with leg crunches. So when you come up, you pull your knee up to your armpit, a cross-body thing. And then we finished with 10 cleans each side with the kettlebell. Down and up. Each side. And then we did a little, it's a skirdo thing, the thing where you pull the handles down like you're skiing. It's a great cardio for upper body. We did 1 minute on, 30 seconds off, 3 rounds of that. And then we went back and did the kettle circuit again. And that's how you do this instead of looking like a fat slob like Carl Hamburger, Patrick Milton, or Chad, all fat, disgusting slobs who don't do anything. Anyhow, let's go fly a kite up to the highest height. Let's go down to the park now. That is, of course, Fly a Kite, beautiful version, sung by Jim Stansel. The big news in my life of the week, besides, once again, reconvening with the boys at the Piscanti Studios last eve, and shout out to Bob Fan and Patrice for the fine food he sent on over. I am back in the betting world. The bets are back. The last bet I placed was in late May. And, I've been trying to pinch pennies, since I don't beg for super chats 8 days a week and have a real job, and live in Fairfield County more than anything. Forget it. If you know the tri-state, you know what that means. You gotta fucking pay to piss around here. But Daddy's caught up nicely. He's got a little expendable income these days, just from his hard work and hard cock too, frankly. So old Stancil put a little $20 into that account, folks, and already it's unbelievable what happens when you don't bet for a while. You just win. I got it up to almost $40 already. So what I'm going to do this week, for old time's sake, when we do the bets, as we do every show at the end of the show, I am actually going to put in all my bets on the DraftKings and make one big, whatever it is, 14-game parlay through whatever many games there are this week, and actually literally put my money where my mouth is. Speaking of picks for dicks, dick picks. Last week, I think there was 14 games. Mead kept track. I had 7 wins, so I went 500 last week. Mead had 9 wins, believe it or not. So either way, if you bet with us, you win, because I actually know sports. I'm not cosplaying as somebody who knows sports like everybody on ESPN, and I'm not a fat slob, a slovenly beast like everybody who's employed at Barstool, of neck beards and haven't played a sport since fucking Little League. That's what you get here at Sports Mass Collective. Real sports from a real athlete with real knowledge of real sports. And I ain't no Brian Gumble. Have you ever told you I just do this show to entertain myself? Well, it's true. And I have ADHD. My psychiatrist told me that. Dr. Sanders M. Stein, Stanford, Connecticut, was also Mead's psychiatrist. We didn't realize that. Obviously, I didn't know Mead till college, basically. And we found out later we both saw the same child psychiatrist. So do with that information what you will. Obviously, it's a complete failure. Just look at me. So he failed us. But that's a fun fact on this All Hallows Eve. And Halloween used to be, and we'll get to the sports in a second. Sports! Halloween, all of you my age or within older, certainly, and even a bit younger, I think, will remember, as a boy or a girl, whatever you identify as if you're gay, after Christmas, Halloween was really the premier holiday. You take Christmas out, Halloween was it. You got to dress up as whatever you want, and go out with the crew and fill up those pillowcases full of shit, full of candy, and then you trade them at school. You put them in your desk. It was a whole thing. And of course, I'm going to sound like a boomer, but I just don't. I don't know if it's as special as it once was. But what are you going to do? You live and then you die, as has been cited here by my co-host. So that's that. So back in betting. What was the other thing that happened? My fantasy team, 7. I'm only in 2 leagues. And we talked about this briefly on the football show last night with Garrett, Steve, and Gino. But it's really annoying. Here's the rule. First of all, I'm in 2 leagues. One of the leagues I've been in for 26 years. The other league is going on 15 years, I think. Basically the same group of guys, save for like one person who's shuffled in and out. You can't. I think 2 leagues is what you should be in. I think 3 leagues I'll accept. Maybe you do with your friends and you have a work league. I'll allow that. But you can't be in any more than 3 fantasy football leagues, guys. You just can't. That's when it gets ridiculous. And furthermore, this is my real point. If you're in more than 2 fantasy leagues, you are not allowed to mention when you're watching games with people, that guy's on my fantasy team. No, you can't be in 5 leagues and still have to mention. Obviously, you have everybody on your fantasy team. You're in more than 2 leagues, you idiots. So I don't want to hear these smooth brain mongos who are my age, who are just sheep to the industry. They're in like 6 leagues, half of them like with people they don't even know. And you hear them at the bar. Oh, that guy's on my fantasy team. That guy on my fantasy team. Yeah, no shit. If you have 4 fantasy teams, you have 80% of the good players on one of your teams, if not 90%. So that's a little Stancil stance, but please help me as Stancilites. Please help me spread that word and call people out. When people start talking to you at a bar or wherever, that guy's on my fantasy, ask them how many leagues they're in. If it's more than 2, you pick up the chair, you pick up the bar stool, and you crack him right in the back of the old scully wally. And you say, shut up. Sports. How about a super chat? Jeez, I want to get paid out this month. I haven't gotten paid out in 3 months. Come on, this is a real show. Call your mother for a credit card, you cowards. Obviously, I'm half kidding. I don't fucking care. But it would be nice. I only care because I see these absolutely terrible shows, getting money from some of you people. And then to not give money to this program is frankly embarrassing for you. I don't give a fuck, but it's really more for you to show that you have class, to show that you have a little bit of sophistication. That's when those types of people give money to this show. Anybody can give money to these fucking dabble fucking MLC shitverse losers who just beg for money 7 days a week for 9 hours a day. This is not that. This is a real show. You'll notice I haven't stream sniped. I don't have gay childish graphics all over the screen. I don't have gay childish backgrounds. I don't have special effects. I don't have a producer. My co-host is dead. I don't have anything. This is just pure uncut talent crack. Anyhow, when we get to the end of the road and the can't let go, you belong to me, I belong to you. Her. That's, of course, is Boys to Men. End of the Road, beautiful version sung by Jim Stancil Stradamus. And of course, I am Jim Stancil, your host. Stancil Stradamus, of course, they call me the Aristotle of athletics, the Socrates of sport, the Nostradamus of national pastimes is why they call me Jim Stancil Stradamus. And I've never been wrong about a single thing I've ever said. And that is true. All right. Quickly, before we get into football and get the show started, it's been 20 minutes and I haven't really started the show yet. What is that saying? Oh, hold on. Quick sip of my second Celsius of the day. It'll be a 3 Celsius day, folks. It's a 3 Celsius day. That's brisk, baby. The hell was I talking about? Oh, yeah! That huge Japanese man who plays for the Los Angeles Dodgers named Shohei Ohtani. Talk about a guy who loves to gamble. I'm sure he's put money in his DraftKings. No, but by the way, as we've covered here with the Mets collapse, I've pretty much not soured. I just, it's tough to really care about these playoffs. As I told you before the playoffs started, that I just simply, no fault of any of the teams or series in it. Personally, just after the Mets fucking pulled at the end of the year with that excruciating 2-month collapse, I just simply, it's hard to really care out of sheer jealousy. But with that said, we do have a pretty fun World Series here. We have a pretty fun World Series here, folks. What is it now? We're going back to Toronto for game 6 and 7. Toronto has the lead, right? I think Toronto's up 3-2. Is that correct, folks? I'm pulling it up. I don't have a producer. This is a one-man operation now. My co-host is dead. Yeah, Toronto's up 3-2. We got game 6 tonight. We got game 7 tomorrow. Real quick on that, I told this tidbit on the sports show yesterday, but a fun tidbit. This is the first season in MLB history that will start and end not on American soil. You'll remember the first game of the year was the Dodgers playing in Japan. And, of course, now these last 2 games will be played in Toronto. But regardless of what happens, listen, I've talked about this before. I've talked about this along the way, this baseball season and these fine programs. But it's nearly impossible to make an argument. I mean, you know what? You almost have to give Ohtani. How can you not give Ohtani the MVP just about every year? I understand Cal Raleigh at 60 whatever home runs as a catcher. I understand Judge hit whatever the fuck he hit. Now, between those two, I'm going to give it to Raleigh because he's a catcher. So I think he should get the MVP. However, it is unbelievable. It can't be overstated what Shohei Ohtani is doing and has done, regardless if they win this series or not. I mean, what did he pitch? He pitched 6 scoreless innings and hit 3 home runs in the other day. Do you know how hard it is to pitch in the major leagues? He not only, this is not a reliever. He's not a reliever that pitches 4 times a year. He's a starting pitcher who went 6 scoreless innings in the playoffs and then hit 3 home runs in the same game. Forget about what he did all year. That alone, we may never see that again. Now, I've made the argument. You can make the argument, and I've made it before. I think Ohtani is a generational player that may inspire younger guys to play both ways again. No homo, of course, and pause, as the blacks say, pause when you say something gay. But there's also a chance we never see a player like this again. So fuck Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Judge. Fuck Cal, big ass dumper Raleigh. IMHO, in my humble opinion, which is what all the show is, you got to give the MVP to Shohei Ohtani. And sports is all about debating and fighting. So feel free to super chat and disagree, but don't you dare put it in the poor people chat, or I probably won't read it. Yeah, but if you think about it, if I was a kid, and I don't even know if these kids are all gay and autistic, so I don't even know if anyone plays outside anymore. But obviously, my age and older lived outside. But if we were kids, that's I know that's who everybody would be imitating. You know, at the baseball fields, pick up ball, home run derby. You'd be Otani, hits bombs and throws dimes. Um, so there's a little something, but yes, regardless of what happened, it's been a fun series. I mean, game two is unbelievable. Um, that was the 18 inning game. I tried my best to stay up. I made it to 2 o'clock. I think it was. I think I made it to the 16th, the end of the 16th inning. It ended up going 18. But the back and forth, the drama for an 18 inning game, as I've talked about ad nauseum at this point, no sport has the playoff drama. I don't care what you say. No sport can build a moment like MLB playoffs, period, stop. And it's almost not debatable because it's just formula of the game. The crescendos and lulls between pitches, the full counts, 3-2s, 2 outs, scoring position, the level of drama that can be produced in a baseball playoff game is unmatched in any of the other major sports, and that's not really debatable. And he had Clayton Kershaw in that game coming out of the bullpen in the 12th inning, getting out of it. I mean, just there's a lot going on in that game for an 18 inning game that can sometimes drag on. It was hard to turn that one off. I basically just had to shut my eyes to death. But yes, regardless of what happens, it's been a fun series. We'll see what happens. All right. Got us on the board. Gecko Dundee. And these are the kind like just a straight up €10 super sticker. Doesn't get in the way with dumb fucking comments. No offense if you want to. That's how to do it, Gecko Dundee. There's a clinic on how to super chat. Support the show. Don't get in the way. Don't make it all about you. Ask a question if you want. But fucking these MLC losers who'd never come over here because they're too scared. The same fucking 10 losers every day trying to make. Oh, cousin, did you hear? You see what Chad said about Shuley? Did Shuley talk to Rakita? And did Carl call Steel? Did Stuttering John? What happened? Shut up! Faggots! This show is only for alpha super chatters. The alpha, the sigma alphas, the creams of the crop, the lone wolves like myself. That's who supports this program. You can keep your beta super chatters, Kevin. You can keep your beta super chatters, Cosmic, whoever these fucking losers are that just came out of nowhere. We got the real niggas over here, boy. And it's a soft day, and I'm black. And that is what you do. Hold on, I got a quick call. We're coming right back. Go grab a drink. I'm gonna play this thingy real quick, and I'm coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
to a halt parked outside the Airbnb where the deck's starting to rot. Ants flicking cigarette butts, breath catching in his chest. Starts to say something real, then buries it with the rest. Boardwalk girls pass by, laughing under neon lights, but Jim's stuck staring at Ant, wrestling with the night. Ant's hand grazes Jim's sleeve by the Subaru's dim glow. Jim flinches, takes a shot, lets the moment go. Cops cruise down the beach, their sirens hum through the haze. Jim leans on the outback, eyes lost in the waves. No future in their hearts, just the oceans in this roar. White trash Riviera where they're searching for Casamigo. Me and two freak hoes, I hit 'em both like free throws, hiding what they know. Pour it down, let it flow. White trash Riviera where the truth don't show. Me and two freak hoes, I hit 'em both like free throw, and nobody really knows. Bottles crack, here we go. White trash Riviera stuck in the undertow. No light, no answers, just the ocean's bitter call. Jim and Ant keep circling, scared to let the walls fall. Broken bottles, silent vows scattered on the sand. Ant's gaze lingers too long, but they won't take a stand. Tequila stings the throat, but it don't drown the pain. Jim's both stands quiet stare, same unspoken flame. White trash Riviera, where the nights just bleed away. Two gay Vaughns in the dark with nothing left to say. Casamigos, me and two freak hoes, I hit 'em both like free throws, hiding what they know. Pour it down, let it flow. White trash Riviera where the truth don't show. Me and two freak hoes, I hit 'em both like free throws, but nobody really knows.
And we're back. Sorry, not a big deal. Just some people have to pick up the phone. We're back. Sorry about that. Hope everyone went and grabbed a beverage while I was doing that. Nothing serious, of course. Just a call I take. Everything's fine. We're doing wonderful. We're just finishing talking about the World Series. I'm hoping that, let's take a look. I'm hoping to see about 9 or 10 super chats waiting for me. And it's still the same single gecko dun. Yeah, that's wonderful. All right. We finished talking about the World Series. Let's get to the football. And in a wild, actually, this is 2 weeks in a row. In a wild change for old Stancil, I'm actually going to open once again with the Giants, who last week I opened with when we were live with Mead. I opened with saying, regardless of that rough loss to Denver, how up things are looking with Dart and Scadaboo. And just a week later, how the outlook couldn't be more different than it was. The rose-colored glasses of last week have turned to shit-covered goggles or something. Scadaboo, of course, decimating his lower leg, essentially. Bone came out of his skin. He broke a bunch of shit down there. Listen, he'll be back in the league. It's hard to say, and I hate to be dramatic, and I'm not trying to be, but it's hard to say a player like that coming back to 100%. As I told you last week, I thought the Giants, polar opposite of the Jets, looking up with their young quarterback. and their young running back, not only young and talented, but the leadership qualities of both of them, the way they get the players rallied around them, I thought was something special to have a future with. And listen, they still will, but this is a massive damper on the good tidings. This may also cost Daboll his job. You know, with Scadaboo and Dart, I figured they would definitely have a few wins coming down this stretch, even losing Neighbors and that other guy. Now it's going to be a question of does the franchise, the Giants franchise, want to let Daboll, coach this young quarterback, or do they want to nip it in the bud and find somebody else this offseason? I think Daboll will obviously finish the season, barring a catastrophe. But it makes it much more interesting now, where you felt like the success of Dart and Scadaboo would save Daboll's job. Now all of a sudden he's back on the hot seat or hot plate of your Bear Riggs. Of course, in the bathroom. So honestly, rooting interests aside, it is a shame for the Giants. They were fun to watch with Dart and Scadaboo. They were coming home this week. Who are they playing? Whatever, we'll get to the game in a minute. So just a shame for them and their fans. A little taste of what it's like to be a Jets fan, frankly, just utter disappointment. And speaking of the Jets, they get their first win last week. Hold on, I'm a man of my word. Hold on. What do we got? St. Ranger 1959. Losers. Fuck Super Chatters. Screw Super Chats. They cops alive, Jim. So tell us again how Super Chats giving you money for tip or gift sucks. I just covered this, St. Ranger. You tuned in late? I said my point was if I don't want to see money going to these losers. And by the way, I talked yesterday with Garrett, Steve, and Gino. But again, I may think that Super Chats have ruined MLC. I don't even care about Super Chats as a whole. My secondary issue is seeing these absolutely terrible shows of nobodies who just have gay graphics behind them or on the screen getting money, and then meanwhile a quality, elite tier sports program. You don't see it. Not that I give a fuck. He needed the money. So there you go. I think I explained it. I've explained it enough over the years. Don't Super Chat. I'm still gonna. I see that's the difference between me and all these people. All these other losers do the show just to try to drain you fine people of every penny that you have. I do this show out of sheer joy and unadulterated talent, and I do it for my own fun. As I said forever, I remember the days we would have 3 viewers and I would still have fun. Now we're pushing, just right now in the middle of a day on a work day, we got almost 50 people. Unbelievable. But I do it for myself first, for fun, and of course, I entertain a couple people along the way. And God forbid, make a couple shekels, as the Jews would say. Are you gonna crucify me? I say no! I should get money just for looking like this, right? And it is the 45 Youth XL. I did buy this jersey in 1960. That is true. As I was saying, and again, we'll do the mid-show, we do it at the top of the show, we'll do the mid-show, quick business. Also, if you want something definitely rad, you have to super chat it, patreon.com/media. Just before I started, I uploaded another quick video, Patreon only, from New York City, no sunglasses, and cut out all the middlemen, Venmo and PayPal at the bottom of the screen if you want to send money to my accountant. And, that's it. Anyhow, the Jets got their first win last week. Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Aaron Glenn was apparently crying in a closet before the game because he wanted to win so bad. Listen, I'm not going to waste much time on the Jets, as I told you I wouldn't. It's a lost franchise. Rodgers should still be the quarterback. I rant about it every week. I'm not going to do it again this week. And then of course they get their first win when one of the great Jets of all time died. Nick Mango, who for me, frankly, and played, was on the best teams of my life with Mark Sanchez. What was that, the 2011 run, I believe, right? Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not going to say any, it's all the same hack shit you probably heard on every other sports station, but just to have it here on wax for time eternum. All class, one of the great leaders, not only in Jets history, but in football history. Something they clearly haven't had, maybe even since Nick Mango. An all-pro and all-world Hall of Fame offensive lineman, center. And he just had some kind of genetic kidney issue. I think he got 2 kidney transplants and neither of them took. Pretty sad. I know he posted like a month or 2 ago about desperately needing a donor. And Jesus, I think he's only a couple of years older than me. I think he's 43. So, I'm not going to get too gay because I'm a Sigma Alpha male. But yes, he was a special player and led one of the great teams of my lifetime. Anyone around my age wasn't around for anything else. I mean, Vinny Testaverde, I guess. I remember listening to those games in my dad's truck when I was, what was that, 96? Something that was fucking forever ago. So really, that 2000, the Mark Sanchez teams that ended with the butt fumble, Nick Mango led those teams bigly. So thank you, Nick, for the last years we've had, frankly, of successful Jets football. And Godspeed as you travel across the astral plane, worlds unknown. And of course the Jets, you can't even enjoy the first win. The only time they win is when an all-time great player dies. I jokingly said I'm just going to kill an all-time great player every week in the next 9 weeks so the Jets make the playoffs. And even then, they would only have 10 wins. I mean, I'm going to make that's a pathetic franchise. Oh, wait, is the song still playing? I'm sorry. I have my computer on mute. Oh, well, who cares? Hope you heard all that. It's actually pretty funny. That's what happens. I'm a lone wolf, a Sigma Alpha, no producer, old computer, no graphics, no stream sniping, no clip watching. I don't even have fucking guests because who needs them? All those things are a crutch. This is real unadulterated sport talent, you fat ends. Anyhow. Hee. Oh. Can you get to it on top of Old Smoky, all covered with cheese? I gave my poor meatball to Dom DeLuise. And that, of course, was Top of Old Smoky, beautiful version sung by Jim Stansel. All right. What the fuck is going on? Let's take a look. Any other notes? All right. Let's get to it. Let's get down to brass ass tacks. Let's go around the league. Let's see what's going on in the standings. We'll get to some specific stuff when we do when we pick the games in a second here. But let's take a peek at what's going on out there. All right, let's take a look at the AFC first. Patriots, the AFC East, Dolphins and Jets are both gay and dead, of course, so no need to worry there. Patriots sitting in first place at 6-2. The Bills 5-2, with the game of the year coming up at 4:25 on Sunday. I'll talk about that a little bit more when we go through the picks against the Chiefs. So AFC East will be Pats and Bills down the stretch, it looks like. Amazing what good coaching does. Again, the polar opposite of the Jets with Vrabel in New England. AFC North getting interesting again. The Steelers with that rough loss last week. Steelers at 4-3, Bengals at 3-5, and the Bengals are a mess, by the way. Shame on them for that loss to the Jets, frankly. Absolutely inexcusable. Another loss by the Bengals, and that franchise may be cleaning house. But they're at 3-5, technically in second place. And don't look now, folks. The Ravens with Lamar Jackson back, blowing out the Dolphins last night. All of a sudden, 3-5, one game out of first place in the AFC North with that Steelers rough loss last week and with a tough game this week. The Ravens all of a sudden back in that division picture. The AFC South is kind of, I didn't even talk about, Halloween is always, the markings of the halfway point through our NFL season. We talk about it. I talk about it every year, beginning of the year, the fastest season in all of pro sports, the NFL. Believe it or not, we are more than halfway through this NFL season already. It's Halloween, always a midway mark, demarcation. So as we talked about last week, a lot of things coming into shape here. One of them being the AFC South, where the Colts are all but running away with it and all but have wrapped it up at 7-1. Jags are 4-3 and failing. Texans are 3-4 and failing, and Titans are one of the worst teams in the league with 1-7. And the AFC West, this is going to be your one to watch down the stretch. We got the Dolphins, Patriots, and Bills in the AFC East, but this is a much sexier division, the AFC West. You have the Broncos in first place at 6-2, the Chargers at 5-3, and as I talked about last week and have talked about all year, the Chiefs all of a sudden rounding into shape. Pound for pound, you ask me, the best team right now in the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs at 5-3. So the AFC West, Broncos 6-2, Chargers 5-3, Chiefs 5-3. Raiders don't deserve to be talked about. In the NFC, Jaden Daniels coming back for the Commanders. Too little, too late. The Eagles are going to run away with this division. They're 6-2 and climbing. NFC North, that's going to be your one to watch in the NFC. Well, I guess the NFC West as well. NFC North, you got the Packers at 5-1. Another don't look now. You got the Lions at 5-2. You got the Bears at 4-3. I don't see the Bears going absolutely anywhere. NFC South, you got to think the Bucs are going to wrap this up. Bucs are 6-2. The Panthers, oddly, with Bryce Young coming back, are 4-4. I just can't. The Panthers fucking stink. I just can't get behind them whatsoever. Falcons at 3-4 and failing, and the Saints, another one of the worst teams in the league, at 1-7. In the NFC West, maybe you're most competitive in the NFC. The Seahawks with Sam Darnold at the helm at 5-2. The Rams, Super Bowl favorite in the NFC, coming into the year at 5-2. And the Niners, all of a sudden, another team from coming out of the ashes with a lot of talent. I never loved their quarterback, Brock Purdy, their main quarterback. But they just have unending talent there, also at 5-3. In the NFC West. Now, you brown cow, data cow, call her a sow. Do I want to look at the poor people chat? Not really. Let's get to the picks. Maybe I'll look at the poor people chat afterwards. We'll see. I have someone very special coming in to do the picks with me here. Let me go. Give me 2 seconds. Let me go grab them. Hold on. Let me just grab them. Boom! I'm talking football. Wow, it's a kind of show. I'm talking football. Where's the camera over here? Where's the camera? No. Oh, of course. It's me, Tony Griftin. I like to grift on the internet. And yes, I'm going to do this character for all the picks. And that's just what it's going to be. Tony Griftin. Get it? I'm Griftin Super Chat. Oh, I love football. Let's get to the games. Play the music. Play the pick music. Oh, I don't know if I can do this voice for 20 minutes, but we're going to try. Okay, there we go. It's the picks. We're week 9 in the NFL. Tony Griftin. Get it? I'm a man of my word. I'm going to put them all in on DraftKings. Hold on. Enjoy the music. Okay. Gotta verify my phone number so I can place illegal gambling bets. Okay. Minnesota Vikings at Detroit Lions. Lions minus 8.5 at home. Vikings fucking suck. They should have never gotten rid of Sam Darnold, who's having a resurgence in Seattle. Give me Detroit Lions minus 8.5. Lions rounding into shape, by the way. Falcons playing the Patriots only minus 5.5. That's an easy win. Falcons fucking stink. Patriots minus 5.5. Thank you. Chargers at the Titans. Titans, one of the worst teams in the NFL. Chargers minus 9.5. I'll take it. Moving right along, folks. Tony Griftin. Get it? Colts at the Steelers. Interesting game here. 7-1 Colts. 7-1 Colts. Going into Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers, who should be the Jets quarterback if they had a brain. The Jets ownership doesn't have any brain. That's why they got Justin Fields, a retard, playing quarterback. The 7-1 Colts going into Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh getting 3 at home. 7-1 Colts. They're gonna lose a second game, and I like the way this looks for the Steelers. This is a nice spot. Steelers at home getting 3 points. I think the Colts get their second loss here. Now that said, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, like the kid from the Home Improvement Show. Jonathan Taylor having not only a great year, an all-time year if you're not paying attention. Over 800 rushing yards, 8 TDs already, averaging 5.9 yards a carry on this season. All that said, I think Steelers with the 3 points hand the Colts their second loss. And let's move on. Carolina Panthers at the Packers. Bryce Young's back, but the Panthers still fucking suck. Packers win by 2 touchdowns. Minus 12.5 doesn't scare me. Give me the Packers. Minus 12.5. 12 and a hook. They call it a hook. No. The only hook I know is fishing. You fish with the hook. Get a bloodworm. Tony Griftin, get it? I'm grifting on the internet just like all these other losers. It's a grift. At least I'm honest. At least I'm honest. Please send me money. Please, oh please, I need money. Tony Griftin, I'm grifting with Super Chats. Yes. Okay. Broncos at the Texans. CJ Stroud fucking sucks. Bo Nix is good. Broncos are getting a 1.5. Give me the Broncos. On the road. Niners at Giants. Niners only minus 2.5. They absolutely eviscerate the Giants this week. No Scatterboo. God bless Jackson Dart. They don't have the talent. Niners minus 2.5, and that's your lock of the week from your old pal Tony Griftin. I'm Griftin. Get it? Bears at the Bengals. The Bengals fucking suck, and I don't really care for the Bears either, but the Bears win minus 2.5. Let's move on. That game sucks. Saints are the worst team in the league. At the Rams. Rams are minus 14. I see a backdoor cover here. Tony Griftin calling a backdoor cover for the Saints. Garbage time TDs. They lose, but they cover plus 14. Jags at the Raiders. You want to talk about a terrible fucking team? Geno Smith. What is he doing? Gentry has no offensive line. Great talent, no line. Max Crosby's all they got. Give me the Jags minus 3. Easy win. Here it is, your game of the year so far. The Chiefs at the Bills. Buffalo Bills, pieces of trash. Trash. Buffalo Bills fans, trash. The Bills are missing something. This year. Let's see, is this going to be a wake-up call for the Bills? Can the Bills make a statement? Or do the Chiefs roll as your old pal Tony Clifton think they're going to roll? Give me the Chiefs minus the 1.5 on the road to regain national dominance over the National Football League on Sunday afternoon. I've been telling you they're the best team in the league. Next week, everybody's going to be saying what I said. I said it first. Tony Griftin. Chiefs minus 1.5 on the road to prove to the world they're back. Sunday night, Jaden Daniels is back, and the Seahawks fucking suck. Commanders at home, plus 3. Let's move on. Monday night, only one game. The Cowboys, Dak Prescott, quietly having a career year. Look at the numbers. Their defense sucks, but look at Dak's numbers. Cardinals have a guy with fetal alcohol syndrome playing quarterback. Justin Fields' mother drank booze when he was in her stomach. And now his eyes, Justin Fields, I'm sorry, not Justin Fields, what's his name? Kyler Murray, right? Kyler Murray looks like a fish. Eyes are on either side of his head because his mother did drinking drugs. Give me the Cowboys at home, minus 2.5. Those are your picks. Now my odds, folks. Plus 433,000. You can't see it, but it's there. I'm going to bet $1. $1 wins me $4,000 if I get them all right. And place bet and go. 13 pick parlay. $1 to win 4,000. What do we think? Those are your picks. Those are your picks for week 9. Let me go get your host. I'm in Tony Griftin. Get it? Happy Halloween! Halloween! How do I get out of here? All right. What did I miss? Tony Griftin did my picks for me this week. I figured it's Halloween. I'll let him make the picks. Cost me $1, but maybe I'll win $4,000. So you never know. Anywho, nobody I sent a link to came on, and obviously we didn't need them, folks. We did a wonderful thank you to everyone who watched live, and of course a special. Oh, hold on. St. Ranger, a follow-up. St. Ranger is real salty. Is St. Ranger getting to the booze? One thing about the 49ers, statistically speaking, the 49ers will most likely win all their remaining games and certainly win the Super Bowl. Clip it. Whoa. All right. You're on the board, St. Ranger. Noted on that. Screenshot that and bring it up to me. All right. Hey. That's why we talk sports. It's all about debating and having an opinion. That's the whole fun of it. So there you go. St. Ranger. Listen, I saw Tony Griftin pick. Tony Griftin actually made some great points along the way if you're actually listening to what he was saying. 49ers have a lot of talent. I've never believed in Brock Purdy. I know he's been a bit injured. I don't even know if he's playing this week. I don't fact check. I'm too busy. All right, your lips to God's ears. Shout out Noah. He's a West Coaster, our St. Ranger. Shout out Marin County. Shout out the 2 a.m. Club Bar over there. And what town was that? Just over the bridge. I stayed in when I saw Lord Huron a couple. You'll remember, you longtime Stancelites will remember when I was in California a couple years ago and I did that show with that random guy at that bar. It was talking about how his dad built the Golden Gate Tunnel or something. Remember that? Still that guy. Let me see if I have that guy's number in my phone. I'm trying to think of his name. Jono. The 2 a.m. Club. Classic. Still have it. Who remembers that classic episode? God, the things we've done and the places we've been, all these losers who never leave their house couldn't dream of the resume I've already put together. Us here at Ski Mask Media have put together, and you folks there at home supporting us have put together. Just know when you're watching this network, you're watching the Sigma Alpha of all podcasting, the cream of the crop, the Socrates of sport, the Aristotle of athletics, the Nostradamus of national pastime, Jim Stancil-Stradamus. And thank you all. Let's give the quickest of ganders to you poor people chat. I did see a ton of messages today. Lots of messages. We love our messages, folks. Unbelievable. Let's see. Whoa, there's a lot of them. Whoa. All right, we're going back to 1 o'clock. I'm not. Boy, I love that pick music. Who I love that little whammy bar. So far, not great poor people comments. No low T here. Thank you, Steph. Hi, mommy. I think that's that old Cecil's moderator, or is that a different person? Either way, I'll put your butt on my head and wear it like a hat if you want. Send a pic. Just kidding. Well, not really. Probably. da da la da 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 la da da la da da la da 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 la da 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 la la da da la la da woo doo doo doo. Oh, Saint Ranger, what's he getting? Anyone here partying? Hello. Da da la da da la 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 da 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 little doo 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 up up ba blah blah la da. Oh, old Julio is really, it's too bad. He's, come on, it's a Halloween, it's a Friday. Julio, chin up. Jim has truly ruined this song. Played the fuck out. Oh, I'm playing it now more than ever. Julio, let me tell you. It's Steph again. It's hard being a Vikings fan. I don't know what it's like to be a fan of a competent team. Yes, aka welcome to being a Jets fan. At least you had some kind of success fairly recently with Kirk Cousins and those folks. I've never had a successful team in my life. I'm gonna unalive myself. Oh no, what did I do? Did I miss? I think I fucked this all up. All right, I don't know what I did. Dave H., I hope you're well. Very nice of you. Random nice comment. All right. Hey, it's Halloween. Go party. Get fucked up. Get fucked up. If you're a woman like Steph, I want to see you dressing like a whore. Post some pictures or just DM them to me. But as a woman, go out, wear nothing and be a complete. This is your night to be a complete and utter whore. If you're a guy, this is your night to take advantage of a complete and utter whore. If you're a working man like myself, good for you. I'm frankly too old to care about Halloween anymore. A nice mustache. Tony Griftin, classic. But thank you to our Saint Ranger. I mean, listen, let's not make it up like it's something it's not. Thank you to Saint Ranger. And did I miss one, by the way? It says this. One, two. Oh, that's right. Thank you to Saint Ranger and Gecko Dundee for having the balls to super chat. And supporting an actual real show. Let me just check one thing here. Beautiful. Yes. Patreon.com, Ski Mask Media. I just uploaded a quickie before we started. More on the way as we enter the bleak fall and winter seasons. I'll more time for content since I won't be on the kayak because I'm an outdoorsman. Enjoy the sports. As Tony Griftin said before, it's the fastest season in all of sports. We're already more than halfway through our NFL season, folks. So, as always, what I tell you all the time with the NFL Sundays, kick your wife down a flight of stairs, incapacitate her, maybe tie her up if need be. Send your parents to a convalescence home, even if they're not technically ready yet, even if they're lucid. Perhaps bash them over the head so they get brain damage and just play them off as retarded and send them to a home. And send your kids to a foster home. Say you can't raise them anymore. Don't give them an excuse as to why. But the point is, you have to be able to be free to watch football on Sundays, especially coming down the stretch. Believe it or not, it feels like we just started the field. It's Jim Holding Salt Street Boy. Bring home the troops. I said it wrong. Bring home the votes and count all the troops. If you're in the tri-state area, vote for Cuomo. Definitely don't vote. New York City is an absolute shithole. Nothing has improved. The congestion pricing has fixed nothing. The subways I'm there more days than I'm not. It's total shit. There is no romance in New York City anymore. It's a shithole, and voting for a socialist won't change that. Thanks. Have a good one. Goodbye.